Welcome back to Two Bros in a Coffee Shop
with Grant
and Jason.
And welcome to episode 5.
Oof, we're getting up there.
We are getting up there.
And for everybody that's new, this is a podcast about coffee, travel, and tech.
Tech's the fun part, coffee's the yummy part,
and travel's the best.
There we go.
Hey.
So let's just jump right into it. Coffee. What do we got here today, Jason?
For anybody that was stuck in a box, or I don't know what the saying is, like in the dark, for last weekend, we got 2 coffee mugs. One says San Francisco,
and one says Kansas City.
And I think that might have been the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if you actually watched the Super Bowl, Grant.
I watched up to the halftime show.
Oh, that was your favorite part, right?
Not gonna lie, I was not watching the halftime show. I was sitting up against a pillar.
It's not bad. I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say that it was better than maybe like Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes performance. I would have enjoyed, but
the classics.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was like when I was like 13 years old, I would listen to that music. So,
but I mean, it's still got a lot of people hyped. Good Super Bowl. Teams were fairly well matched. I think it went really well.
Do you know who won? Take a guess.
Is it the mug sitting in front of you?
No, I wish it was.
Kansas City.
Yes, Kansas City did win.
Mm-hmm.
Big deal. I was going San Francisco because I think that Patrick Mahomes looks like a weasel.
Wow, you don't like the Chiefs?
No, I'm not a huge fan. But the cool thing is I found out that he is 24 years old. Playing trivia last night.
Oh.
Yeah, they said.
And how was that?
It was pretty good. I didn't.
Pretty good. I mean, we're just gonna jump like into travel because I really want to jump into travel because you were up in Perry Sound.
This is true. I had to go up for work.
But we also have the coffee here.
So. Yeah, so we'll do a little dippy dip into the both. So
into the both.
I'll explain. I went up to Perry Sound for work, and basically I had to go up for reports for some sales stuff. And when I was up there, my cousin moved up there from Toronto, and he was like, "Hey, you want to crash on my pad?" His name's Adam. He got a little salty because he gave me a tech pouch, and we talked about it on the podcast. And he's like, "Hey, man, I love the podcast. Why don't you hit me out?"
Wow, so you're gonna shout him out now.
Shawzy Boy on Instagram. He wanted me to shout him out. There you go.
Nice.
That was our first shout out.
First shout out.
First shout out on Two Bros.
I mean, hey, he actually did play a pretty big part in the podcast.
So what's big about this is I went up to visit him, and he makes me coffee in the morning, like a great cousin. And he says to me, "Hey man, I got this Black Stone coffee that's locally roasted in Perry Sound. Do you want to try it?" And I said, "Man, I'd love to." So he goes,
I have to say that this bag also looks like a local roastery. Like,
yeah, like it's literally just
straight
like
up a paper bag.
Yeah, like you'd go to the pita pit, how they changed from plastic to paper now.
Right.
So you're literally like you're getting a small pita pit bag. And he goes, I was like, "Can I have some now?" And he goes, "Man, we're literally eating pizza. Like it's 11. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And what are you doing?" And I was like, "Fine, we'll wait." So I wake up in the morning and I'm about to get this coffee and I'm like super pumped, and he brews it and he has a Chemex. So I'm like, this sounds amazing. He what's it called? Grind them in the morning, and he did everything for me, and I drank it and I was like, this coffee's amazing. Let me try it out. So I was in love with it, and then I said, "Thanks, man." And then I had to leave later in the day, and I found out that he brewed an Italian roast instead. And I never actually have tried this coffee yet. So this coffee is the first ever non-tried out.
That's true.
Better word.
Because if you follow our
Jason.
Instagram,
Yep.
Jason's generally out grinding the streets, trying to find the perfect coffee.
Yep.
Local roasteries over here in the GTA. Just because that's where we are.
For sure.
And I mean, we do have some international coffees that are going to be on the podcast, and we did have some Kenya, but that was still Starbucks
for sure. This will be where the coffee's hubs are for like South America and everything like that. We will have the exclusive rare coffees that everybody loves, but from the exact country, not from Starbucks or cheating or anything like that. We're getting people that work for our company to come and bring it to us.
For sure.
So we're really hyped about that. But yeah, so he's actually a great guy. He actually gave me a half a bag of coffee and said, man, it's all yours.
I mean, score.
Try
That
it out.
deserves a shout out on
That's
on
what I'm
this podcast,
saying.
right?
So I brewed it up for us.
Yeah,
and,
it's probably been a couple minutes, so we can
Oh, for sure. It's going
might
to
as
be
well
a
pour it out.
nice coffee for Grant.
Ooh, I like that color.
Look at that.
And I mean, even then, it's a medium roast, right? Looks like it on the cardboard paper bag.
Oh, it's a medium roast. I'd like a dark roast, but the cool thing is Adam actually knows the owners of the local roastery.
Interesting. Well, the thing is it's saying the Sidamano region of Ethiopia is an ancient coffee growing area, generally credited with the discovery of the coffee bean itself.
So this is
We roast ours to a bold medium and highlight the warm cocoa-like tones of this amazing coffee. Enjoy. Blackstone
Okay, so here's the
Coffee
problem.
Company.
I want San Francisco, but I just filled yours up way too high.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to switch?
No, it's fine, man. I'll drink all the coffee. It's good.
Wow. Big dog on campus, eh?
But I do need that cream. I do need that milk.
Did you get a spoon? Oh, no. I have a knife.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oof. Oh.
We love that just like at the same time.
I love it when okay, one thing I love about when I make coffee
Is you always fill these way too high.
It's true. Is that swirl.
Oh, yeah, when it comes in and it curls. I mean, you know what
It's a good
I'd get
title
into
word.
coffee for is the latte art. I'd
Yes.
like to try my hand at that.
I've been to a couple coffee places actually just recently where they did coffee art.
Where's that?
Sorry Coffee, Kerr Street Cafe. If you go to our Starbucks that have been trained beforehand,
Right.
they'll make it for you. It's about a hit or a miss where you go and if you ask for it too.
Right. Not gonna lie, I'm actually drinking this coffee straight up because I needed something to drink, and I'm like, this is good
It
coffee.
tastes good.
Okay, it also has a really... It's weird, even though it's medium roast, it has a really strong flavor, and somehow, like, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, well, this is our first medium roast on the podcast. Everything else we've drank has been dark roast.
Oh, you know what? So maybe
Because-
I like medium roast better.
Oh, for sure, because dark roast is like hitting you right out of the ballpark. Like you jumped into the coffee game.
And
Like-
now I'm backing up.
You're like going full force. You were going World Series,
Right.
and now we're in like playoffs.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that was actually probably a smart way to do it. Just shove it, be like, here's the heavy roast, like dark roast. You better like this for the podcast.
Quiet
And then I
Leonard.
start to like it, and now you're like, okay, pull it back a little bit. Now try a medium roast. I'm like, you know what? This isn't too bad. I can actually drink this.
So what the bag looks like is Easter Island. So there's a thing called Easter Island in the world, and there's like these heads that are stones, and they look like ginormous heads. I can't really explain this, but like elongated. And
Have
there's
you ever
literally
seen Night in the Museum?
yes,
Dum Dum, bring me some gum gum.
yes, that is it.
If you get that
if you look it
reference,
up,
there we
either
go.
one,
Yep.
and it's on the bag, and it's very super chill. It
Yeah.
has their number. W
Do we really want to...
Craig.morehouse2@gmail.com if you want to email him about some coffee.
Hopefully he's not mad at all the coffee people being like, hey, we saw you on Two Bros in the Coffee Shop. We'd like to check you out. I mean, I don't think
He'd be like, who the two bros are? I'd be like, there you go.
There you go.
Have us on.
Give us some more coffee. We'll shut you out some more.
That's not. Hey, I'll do that.
We'll hook you up.
Because here's the crazy thing. We actually talked. Remember, I talked about at the very beginning of the first episode. If you guys want to check that out, if you haven't heard it, I said I wanted to do one on Crossroads restaurant.
Yep.
They haven't been open because of the Christmas, or some winter season. So they're taking some time off. It's like from Wednesdays to Fridays. So I'm usually up there during the beginning of the week.
Right.
So this is basically the competition to it because this is Perry Sound and the other one is 45 minutes away.
Oh, right.
So it's Muskoka versus Perry Sound. So
the showdown.
this is where you need to know. You're going to drink this and you're going to be like, okay, what does it taste like? And then you're going to have to compare it later. And then we'll see what better northern roastery. You know what I mean? Because you know how Starbucks does True North? They have a special one just for Canada.
Right. Yeah.
So this is the real True North to a certain degree, not counting like Thunder Bay.
Yeah, I mean, there's still more north to Canada. You
Yeah,
can
like
still go farther.
Inuit.
I mean, hey, what if they have a secret blend of coffee? I wouldn't mind trying.
This is true.
Like, we're on the quest to find the best local coffee or international coffee. we'll
do best local coffee for the GTA and best local international coffee.
International coffee.
And then they'll go head to head. No, best local international coffee.
But what's local international coffee?
Like local in that country.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So like Blue Mountain, Jamaica, Panama coffee. Like if there's a local one there. Chile, they did a local coffee. No hints nice. There.
That would actually be a really interesting coffee to try.
Yeah, those would be really cool places.
Because
only if there's a podcast I want to talk about them.
I don't want to like share my ignorance, but don't they grow some beans in Chile?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Argentina's huge for it and for wine.
True.
Red wine, Malbec, my favorite. Every single time I go to the menu, I'm always opening it up, and I'm like, Malbec, Argentina.
Yep, and then there's those odd times when you don't order Malbec, and then you know how that ends.
Tastes like grape juice.
Hey, no bashing on grape juice.
Yeah, I like grape juice, kind of.
No, you don't. I
was like 4.
Okay. I mean, it's a sweet, healthy, natural drink. Throw a little bit of alcohol in there, enjoy it a bit more.
Where would you put this coffee?
Where would I put this coffee?
From all the coffees we've tried, from Rosie's to Brothers Coffee Roastery to Kenya to what was the other coffee we had?
You know what? It's so hard to position these coffees on the chart, at least for me, because I'm so new to coffee and literally my taste buds are changing week from week. I'm just getting used to the flavor. Like right now, I would probably put this with Brothers or maybe a bit higher than Brothers.
So, it's actually impressive?
What?
I was going to do the same thing. So You're actually doing a good job. I would say Brothers Coffee Roastery, we need to go back to that because it's an espresso blend.
We definitely need to go back.
So there might be an opportunity for us to get later on another bag of something else that's more comparable. But I would say this is up there for not being too potent. Some being very smooth on the lips. It's really good. I bet you this would be up in the same ballpark as Cafe Lily that I want to talk about later on in the podcast.
I have not had that
in the future. Right. It's an Italian roast
for sure,
but it's not too strong, but it's not too weak. It's good. It's a good middle ground.
That's true. It's really good. What we need to do is go to Brothers and try and see if they have a medium roast, and then try some of that.
Yeah, I've had it. I've actually never had it. Yeah, we should do that.
We should do that. We should bring them back.
Yeah.
Bring Brothers back.
We should do it after church on Sunday.
I might. Yeah, we can do that.
Deal. Well, next time we film the podcast, we'll tell you if he's free. If Grant is free.
If I'm free.
That is the question. He's a busy guy, guys.
That's true. I mean, I had...
He makes money. He makes bills on bills.
Yeah, I had a Chinese New Year on last Sunday, so...
Corona.
Hey, I mean, we did talk about that last podcast. So.
There has been an update about Corona.
Yes, that's true. Do you want to share?
Maybe.
There's been I've literally been watching my phone come in and they're like,
oh shoot. Okay, wait. Side note for a second.
That's true. We never actually described the cups.
For the podcasters, for the listeners out here, we never talked about the cups, and the reason why
we just said Kansas City and San Francisco.
I wanted to pause it for a second. This is actually one of my favorite cups that I've owned. This is on display in my room. It's San Francisco with the Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay, just hold it up for the video just for a second. Because if you're watching the video, I want you to see the color coordination of these cups in the fact that their main colors are red, white, and blue. And it is... When Jason brought them down for the podcast, we kind of freaked out just a little bit at how well they match.
They do.
Okay, now continue.
I hope I don't blend in too much because I'm wearing a white jacket. But just out there for the podcast people wanting to look at me. It's never going to see in public on a jacket.
What? Your Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
I like it. It's got that classic like 80 vibe.
That's so true. So mine has birds on it, some clouds, a sailboat, the river or the ocean part that runs through San Francisco, and that's basically it. That's literally it. And the city.
Right.
There's like 3 buildings. Like this one's pretty basic, but it's nice. Like it's just clean.
Well, even that, mine's pretty basic. I just got a like cityscape on the right, the bridge in the middle, then a fountain and the arch, and then a barbecue.
So you wanted something that's gonna blow your mind there? Half of Kansas City is in Missouri.
Okay.
Is that not shocking?
Well,
like Kansas City is, I went through it by an accident when I bought, well, not by an accident.
Right.
I literally was planning on going through it, but you drove through and all of a sudden halfway through Google's like, welcome to Kansas City. And I was like, or Missouri. And I was like, what? This is bizarre, like weird. And then half the bridge. So.
So they just kind of like, they're so big, they just cross state lines.
Yeah, but Kansas is so weird. Like it's so flat and nothing to do there.
True.
That's also why. Like there's not a lot of stuff to do. So it's kind of neat. It's basketball.
There's a basketball.
Yeah. For
just noticed.
Kansas City basketball team.
Basketball
What's
and
it called?
barbecue.
Do you know? I don't know what the basketball called. The basketball Kansas City team. I'm
No,
gonna
I
probably
don't
get
know.
bashed for that.
Why? Because we're Canadians and we don't follow Kansas City basketball.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but Canada was the first one to invent basketball.
that's true. And then we didn't worry about it after it left Canada.
Until we won last year.
Raps, let's go.
Mm-hmm. So what I got off to on a tangent was there's this guy that was flying from, where was it exactly, Grant? No, like was it from Vancouver or was it from Toronto?
Which one are we talking about?
The Jamaican.
Jamaica. I don't know if I have that story in front of me, which is going to be awkward for the audience. But
Oh, don't worry about it, audience.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Also, while Jason looks up the story, there's nothing in my cup.
You like it.
Yeah, I know. I finished it within the first 15 minutes of the podcast.
Okay, here it is. A WestJet flight from Toronto to Jamaica had to turn back on Monday as the airline says the passenger made an unfound claim regarding coronavirus.
Oh, I think I heard this.
So what I heard,
and where's the story from?
it is from the Globe and Mail.
Okay, cool.
So pretty reputable. And I'm off like third person. I heard that he was taking pictures with people and then was joking around saying, I got the coronavirus. I
Oh
got the
my
coronavirus.
goodness.
And everybody was like,
That's not what you
what
do, man.
the heck? And then people were freaking out on the plane. They had to contain him. And then they had to arrest him in Toronto and then send him to jail. And people were mad because they ruined people's vacations because they had to
Yeah,
wait.
I heard about this.
And then everybody had to get rebooked on a flight and then go back home, which is crazy.
Oh, I do have this story here. I just put it as a secondary point to a different story. Yeah, my bad.
It was a
Okay.
29-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
You think after living 29 years, you would be not so, I don't want to say stupid, but yep,
Not the brightest.
not the brightest.
Other
Not the
thing
brightest.
that's going to be crazy coming out soon is in Starbucks, the HMS, which is going to sound bizarre to everybody, is basically the partnership brands where if you go to any airport, you see a Starbucks, that's not actually a real Starbucks. It's like a franchise,
Right.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they just canceled their plan.
Exactly.
And what
And
they're
you're
saying,
going to start crying because
'Cause
Starbucks.
all of a sudden I was on my news thing that I read every day, and this is what caught my eye. Getting your Starbucks fix before the next flight is getting a latte more difficult. And I said, oh shoot, I'm flying out this month. What are they talking about? And yeah, they basically said the operator of 400 Starbucks locations throughout the country, the HMS host, has ended its agreement with the international coffee chain. It said the concession company has been the only one to partner with with Starbucks at U.S. airports for almost 3 decades.
And that's 400 Starbucks.
3 decades.
And
So-
this is written by the Points guy, which I think we've had a couple of his.
Yeah, so
articles
I
on,
don't
so.
know if this is going to be in the terms of Toronto because it's U.S.
True.
It is the same host, but I hope it's not because that would be really, really sad.
When you first said HMS host, I was thinking like Her Majesty's ship.
No,
like,
so the funny thing is I've talked to baristas before, and I've said, oh, the HMS host, and they go, how do you know that? So I've done a little bit of research. A little weird.
Okay, but what is it? Can you share
so
your
it's
research?
like basically the HMS host, as I know it, is it's like a company that hosts all different brands in airports that are like not technically owned by them,
Okay.
but they host them out to different companies to fund them. You can look it up, to get a better description.
HMS host is an American highway and airport food service company.
There we go.
Okay, so it's basically just like a company that supplies food for airports specifically. So Starbucks kind of probably hopped on, and then
Yeah, but the worst thing is you can't use your gold status or any points or anything like that with HMS,
right.
which is brutal.
Well, even then, at my school, we had like a Harvey's, and we weren't allowed to use like coupons and stuff there because it's just like it's like a franchise, but it's like an offshoot franchise.
Yeah, and they charge more too.
Exactly.
It's under the Starbucks Caribbean special one, and then they can charge more for drinks. They can set their own prices, and
which is smart from a business standpoint in like an airport, right?
That's true. The crazy thing is now I don't know what I'm gonna do in Atlanta when I go get my coffee fix. I guess they call me.
Yeah, because you can't bring coffee through security.
No, and everything else kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Like
you
no
have
offense.
to. No, you know what? You know what you
As
need
we
to
talked
do.
about last time, Delta. It's not the best.
No, you know what you need to do is you need to get a portable Keurig and bring a Keurig pod. Then go into the actual like bring it out. You sit down on a bench. You take up two seats, and then you're like, okay, plug it into the wall if you can find an outlet. Then you grab some water from like a water fountain, pour it in, turn on your Keurig, make your Starbucks coffee right there in
Portable
the airport.
Keurig exists.
Nope, but I'm starting a new business venture. Would you like to join?
Wow. So you're basically doing a portable, the worst coffee ever.
Okay, there may not be a portable Keurig, but you know what? We're just gonna jump around all over today. We're gonna jump right into a portable espresso machine. Okay, this is me bringing this tech to this podcast here. This surprisingly was not Jason who brought this, but it's a portable espresso machine.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, so literally it's like it's literally like what do they call it? A thermos mug, and you can put your coffee in it. You can like spread it, and then you pour it into your little espresso cup right at the top. And then
I kind of want one. How much are they?
$50.
Okay, so the last one was 26 we recommended, and this one's 50. So we'd have to look into it versus the French press travel tumbler and this one.
But the thing is this is
There's
espresso.
a carrying case?
Yeah, I mean that's gonna increase your cost, but
Wow.
and it's made by Waco. So and there's even like a NanoPress barista kit.
Kind of like, it's spelled like Waco, Texas. Anybody was wondering.
So yeah,
We'll leave a link down below.
for sure it'll be on the website.
Portable, basically. They're saying you can take it to Hawaii, you can take it on a cliff, you can drink espresso anywhere.
It does. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it does 116 psi.
Wow,
to make that espresso. Wow,
that's crazy.
it's crazy too because it's literally like you literally just can put it in
and featherweight.
It's 0.8 pounds. So I don't know if you like espresso, I definitely check this out because it's
I'm
pretty
espresso
cheap.
cream kind of guy, so I have to carry cream now.
Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna do because you got to keep it cold and stuff.
Like I can do straight espresso, but it doesn't make me feel good. It's rough on the stomach.
That's true. I mean, I've never had espresso, so.
Oh shoot, you haven't?
No.
Yeah, you did. Brothers Coffee Roastery.
Well, yeah,
but
but like
espresso.
it wasn't like a real like shot of espresso, right?
Okay, we're having that as well this weekend.
Oh boy, I'm gonna die.
Basically,
my heart's gonna just give out. Be like, no, too much coffee.
this is true.
Do we want? Ooh, okay. I don't know if you took a look at this link. So we're gonna go back to traveling. And Flair Airlines touts a 3-month unlimited travel pass for $700.
How does it even work?
So basically, it's grants domestic flights, so unlimited domestic flights between 7 Canadian cities. And I was looking into it, and unfortunately, it's not so great for us because they cut out Toronto But basically, you can go
On
Calgary,
purpose.
Vancouver, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Kelowna, Abbotsford, and Halifax. And then there's just like Toronto. You just can't go to Toronto.
Oh, so wait, you pay for like a membership?
Yeah, so basically you pay $700. I think there's also like a 500, but there's a little bit more limitations. But $700, and you have unlimited domestic flights between those cities on Flair Airlines. So
This
700.
is unreal.
So
Is
you
this
could
like,
literally.
is this kind of like a spinoff like from Swoop? Like Swoop is like a WestJet,
Mhm.
it's like the lower end. Is this like a lower end version of something, or is this just like a one-off?
It says BC-based airlines, and I'm getting this story from CBC. And it's just.
Well, that would make sense, right? Because if it was in Toronto, because Toronto's not like a huge hub, because it says Kelowna, it doesn't even say Kelowna, it doesn't say Vancouver, which makes sense.
No, well, on their other website, I just kind of calculated because they travel to 8 destinations, but they're saying only 7, not including Toronto.
No, but I'm saying Kelowna's not a major one. I'm saying they're not doing the major airports. They're doing the ones that are like if it was an option, it'd be Hamilton. Do you get what
True.
you get the vibe I'm saying?
Yeah, but Calgary and Vancouver and Edmonton.
See how it says Kelowna right there? Abbotsford. See, so you didn't know this, but both these 2 of them are in. There's Vancouver.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 of them are right now on the webpage are from BC.
Yeah.
Kelowna.
Well, because
Abbotsford,
it's a
and-
BC
Oh, that's
based
true.
company, right?
That's true. This is true.
And that's why Toronto is kind of not really on it. But I think that's kind of cool, just being like able to fly around like Western Canada. Like you can literally fly every day, just have like a flight for $700. Just, I don't
That'd
know.
be sick.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how much you fly too, it'd be amazing if we could have.
Yeah,
like,
but the seats probably wouldn't be great, and the delays, and you'd have to pay for baggage, and
it's true.
you would probably have
That's
to
probably
pay,
where they get their
yeah,
money
and
from.
like business. I don't think they probably wouldn't have business class,
Because it's like
and the
I think
flight
it's.
attendants wouldn't be probably nice.
I think it's probably like that Swoop, right?
it would
Like,
be
it's gonna
young
more
flight attendants
economy.
though, which would be nice. Like how they're always old and they're mean sometimes.
I've met some nice older flight attendants, but then again, I'm going on like the generally when I fly. I've only flown like twice. Well, return
Arizona,
flights.
which the podcasters know.
Yeah,
And where else?
Germany. So
Wow, that's a big jump.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So
I
like,
love how we've both been to the same places, which is cool.
actually, that's true. Other than you fly down to the States way more than I do.
That's true. Where did you go in Germany? What place?
Frankfurt.
Wow, I went to Munich.
But then I spent 2 weeks down in Germany going around places, right? So then I did visit Munich and stuff.
For the podcasters, we'll have it in the future. We will have every single mug from Germany except the military base that we can bring on and show you. Grant, I bought them all.
Yeah, don't you still have to get the military base, right?
Well, I'm not.
No, but you're not
German.
allowed to it, right?
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not
you
allowed.
can't get it, which is kind of
So this would be cool.
Weird.
So we'll have the full on. That's when you want to tune in. We'll have the full on German cups.
oof. I almost made a joke. We're not gonna go there.
You're not German.
Yeah,
Remember,
that's
you're
true.
Chinese.
I'm Chinese. I can make jokes about Chinese.
I can make white jokes.
I mean, okay. In tying this in, Hong Kong airline Cathay
I couldn't believe this
asking 27,000 staff to take unpaid leave. Like
because of the coronavirus. I would be like, at least pay them something. Like they can't survive on their own.
yeah. Like this is coming wow from
It's a nice plane.
Jakarta Post.
Jakarta Post.
Okay, there we go. Thanks for saying
That's
that. for me.
in. I don't want to say the wrong country.
Yeah.
I know it's.
Okay, well,
Indonesia.
needless to say, you pronounced it more correctly than I did.
It's just because.
And the weird thing is Chinese New Year. Like, for Chinese, so Canadians, Christmas. Americans, Thanksgiving. Chinese New Year is their holiday.
Really.
Really. Like, it really is. Like, they have dragon dances and all sorts of stuff like that, right? And they're laying people off. So that actually comes...
on their New Year.
On their, like, New Year's. So... You know what? That's actually reading this is pretty a pretty tough blow for the Chinese.
I know. I feel bad for them.
I sound like an Olympic sportscaster right now. Tough blow for the Chinese. Yeah, they had to take a break.
Better not next year.
Better luck next year. Yeah. But But yeah, no, that's really unfortunate. The whole coronavirus thing is just starting to get out of hand. But at the same time, I also feel like why it's in the media coverage so much is just because, like, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of making it a big deal because, like, the amount of people.
They say it's 1 in every 100, and then they say the flu actually kills more people.
Exactly.
So you shouldn't actually be that worried about it, but guys, keep flying.
Yeah, well, I mean, be safe, but at the same time, like, the amount of, like, it's not Ebola, right? So
For sure.
we need to be careful, but
That's
at the
not the
same
same
time, like, don't go running around Toronto, like, running away from Chinese people, like, you know.
Yeah.
It's just chill, okay?
Also,
we're Canadians.
Don't go down to China or Toronto on Chinese New Year.
Well, okay, no, we went down because I did go down, right?
Yeah, you did.
And we went to go pick up the food. We went to pick up food from the restaurant because we weren't going to go eat in the restaurant. And then it turned out like the restaurant's like dead because everyone's calling in to, like, everyone's pretty smart in Toronto. Like, there's not a lot of people who are out. So people are
They don't want to be persecuted. That's why they're hiding.
persecuted from hiding from the coronavirus.
This is true.
Wow. Okay.
I know, I'm sorry.
Before we move on from travel, what is your tip of the day? Traveling tip of the today. So,
Traveling tip.
do you want me to set it
of
up?
the day. Ooh, I know what the traveling tip of the day is.
Okay. Now I feel like it's not going to be the tip that we thought of.
Oh, it is. So basically, I get to the airport.
Okay, that is it.
Yeah, I do. I remember. Come on. I'm like A+ student. Get there at 1 o'clock. Or sorry, 1 hour.
1 o'clock for any flight. That's how you do it.
I get there 1 hour beforehand. But because the way I do this is, I don't know if everybody knows about it, but I get something called Nexus, and it basically makes you
A lifesaver.
pre-approved on American and Canadian. You fly between them internationally.
Yep.
Because that's technically still international, guys. And it gives you TSA pre-check, and
Which
it gets
is
you through a different line. Yes, and it's so amazing. And the thing that's crazy is people are going to be like, "That's so much work. It probably costs a lot of money. It literally costs $50
Yeah.
for 3 years.
Yeah. And then, I'll add a
68
tip.
week process.
And if you're under 18, it's free. So that's a tip.
All the 18-year-olds and under.
Well, my dad, he wanted, because he sometimes works down in the States, right? And he loves it. But the problem is with Nexus is you all have to have Nexus in the car. So he was like,
Which me and Grant always do.
yeah, exactly. That's why we travel together. But like, what he wanted to do was he wanted to get our Nexuses before we turned 18 so that we would have it for 3 or 5 years or whatever it is. But like get it for free first. So we all got our Nexuses, and then
I'm the only one in my family that has Nexus.
somehow I don't believe your dad doesn't have Nexus.
No, I'm American. So it was really easy, and no one's really gotten around to getting it. So
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm actually a little surprised.
He's shocked.
With how much
His
you guys
face
travel.
is obstruct. If I said that word right.
Yep.
There we go.
Just. Okay. Well, I learn new things about you
just
every
drinking
day.
straight cream, eh?
Well, I ran out of coffee. Okay, we don't have any coffee in our press.
I can make
you
you
didn't
a
put enough
Keurig.
water. Like, I mean, the Keurig's over there, but like,
Not the same.
I'm not gonna. This stuff's good.
It is.
Wow. Okay. Coffee's getting to me, man.
Blackstone Coffee Co.
All right, man. I think we're ready to move on to tech.
Oof. I love tech.
And we're gonna do a nice salute to good old Blackberry. Just see you later.
Adios.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. As
Poor
I
old
said,
Blackberry. Oh, Blackberry? No, Blackberry.
Oh, Blackberry was my dad's first phone. That was what I knew of a phone. Like, not just of a flip phone. Like, my first phone ever was a Rogers phone that you'd flip out. It was orange and
Rogers
white.
phone?
Yeah.
Like straight up Rogers phone? It's
Like,
not like
straight up Rogers. You turn it on with the end, like the end call button.
yeah.
And then you go, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo," and then it'd come up. Only had it for 2 weeks until someone stole it. So someone out there from my middle school, a long time ago, you stole my phone. I want it back.
You want that ancient piece of technology.
It was
back.
cool. And then from that, I got an iPhone. But at the end of the day, I would say that that's a lost phone. And I think a lot of people are going to miss it, and a lot of people aren't going to understand what BlackBerry did at one point, because they came up with BBM.
Like they really pushed the industry as much as like how they fell to the side, but they did push the industry into like making smartphones.
Yeah, and then they're the ones, because Apple does iMessage, and there's one that started the full thing to actually push all the like group messaging between phones, like the same phone carrier,
Right.
and it was quicker.
And now like a couple years later, more than a couple years
We
later,
have
we
it.
finally have RCS.
But I know they tried to do like a half keyboard, half touch screen, and it just they couldn't really pull it off. There it is.
yeah.
And it like flipped up, and
Yeah, you slide it up. My uncle, he was big into BlackBerry. Like
I don't think it was good. The only cool thing is they had if anybody knows the the new one, the S10e, that has the fingerprint scanner on the side. BlackBerry had the same thing.
Right. Oh, you were talking about Samsung phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it did. I don't think it passed the durability test. There's a YouTuber called Jerry Rig Everything. And he runs it through, and it didn't pass. The keyboard snapped. It came out from the screen. So in between.
Oh yeah.
We'll put a photo down below, like a link.
Right.
And this part came out, flipped out.
I mean, what do you expect, right? Like there's sliding pieces, so you break it.
You buy it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing about the new phones with like the pop-out cameras and stuff. Like, I'm really interested to see how well they hold up to the test of time, and just seeing how long.
Yeah, because phones usually last only around like 2 years now, depending on how you treat them, right? Like, are you putting a case on it with a screen protector, or are you going bare bones and putting glass on glass? Do glass on glass, it's not going to last long. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be lighter, but it's just not going to be as durable. Like, we both have screen protectors, and we both have cases on them.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've been looking into buying a new phone. I'm kind of upset because my plan they've changed it into like financing and stuff, and I don't know. I'm gonna
you
have
want
to.
the S10, don't you?
I kind of do, but like
It's
kind
nice.
of expensive.
My coworker
now.
just got one.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go for OnePlus just because it's cheaper.
OnePlus 7T.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
or like the 7 Pro.
If I didn't have this one, I would get that one. It has a 120 hertz refresh rate. It does have a 3,750 milliamp battery,
Which is a bit smaller, but
it is, but it still runs really well. The cameras are really good on it. I just looked at it. My buddy, a friend of mine, so Dylan, he had a friend that I met, and he had it, and I got to finally look at it. That was my first time ever looking at 120.
yeah, I really
refresh
want to
rate.
see it in my hand.
It's so cool. Like, you go through Instagram and you think you scroll, right? And imagine that. Sometimes it's not nice. Times it by 5. Like, you're scrolling and it's like zip. You can't even look at the screen.
Well, the thing about my phone is it's so laggy that like even just a 60 refresh where it actually works at 60 refresh is gonna be amazing. This thing lags so much. I'm so ready to be done
I have
with
the
it.
60 refresh on mine, but mine's faster than yours.
Yeah, no, yours doesn't actually freeze. Mine like legit will freeze, and it's just it's annoying. It's
And
really
it's
annoying.
like, well, we're not going anywhere from here, Grant.
No,
You're gonna have to turn your phone off
exactly.
from start.
But you know what company doesn't have to start from start? That was a weird sentence. Is Uber. So you know, back in the day,
Uber's still my favorite over Lyft. I gotta let you know.
Okay. That's a side note of the day.
Yeah.
Uber, they were trying to test out their self-driving cars.
Oof.
And then they got in an accident and killed a person.
Yep.
And then they had to shut it down.
Yeah,
The whole
they're
system.
testing over in like Nevada or something like that.
Yeah, in California. And they just got approval to restart the autonomous vehicle testing in California.
Gosh.
And that's from Travel Pulse.
No more. I don't want it. You guys know how I feel. I don't want automation.
Yeah, so according to BBC.com, Uber Technologies Inc. was issued a permit by the California Department of Motor Vehicles that will once again allow the company to conduct tests on its autonomous fleet of cars as long as they have a backup driver.
Backup driver fell asleep last time. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
She was behind the wheel and I think she was texting.
Yeah, I think.
And all of a sudden they went, boop, hit the girl.
Yeah. So the interesting thing though is they were issued the permit, but there was comment by the company that it says does not have immediate plans to engage in autonomous driving in the state. So basically what they're saying is California's like, all right, you guys learned your lesson. I think you guys are smarter now. You guys have a permit, But Uber's like, okay, cool. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna make sure this is ready.
No doubt.
They're not like jumping at the bit. They're gonna start throwing cars on the road right now. So
well, because you know that a lot of places that they did like small towns out in like the rural area in like Texas, and they throw bricks at the self-driving cars.
Yeah.
And then you'd see them and they're like fighting them because they don't want them, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and the car's just like chilling, and everybody's just like throwing stuff at it, and you're like, what the heck is happening?
Like, this is the start of when the robots take over the world. They're like, remember back in the day of our birth, you were throwing bricks at us?
Yeah, like legit. And it's minivans, like it's not even cool cars, like not sports cars and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it's interesting too because Tesla's, they're already trying to do their own autonomous taxi service, right? Where you can loan out your car to become a taxi. So probably in the next couple of years, we're going to start seeing autonomous taxis where you can just be like, yo, I need an
Uber, and then all of a sudden an Uber comes up and it's like no one's in there.
Yeah, or you get your Tesla and
it's someone else's cars. Do you still sit in the back seat, or should you sit in the front?
Sit in the front.
Can you sit in the driver's seat? That'd be weird.
I mean... The interesting thing is then you can take 5 people in a car. Hey, right? Because there's no driver.
Yeah, could you drive still?
Right? Because the car is literally going to drive itself.
That'd be weird.
Imagine Tesla, they literally allow you to rent someone's car. You can legit just drive it.
You can just drive it?
You can just drive it. Just like take it out. That'd be interesting. That's an interesting system because already...
How cool would that be if there was a self-autonomous car that did stick shift in front of you and you could see it change gears?
Stick shift in front, all right. That would be cool, but I think it's just not as practical. Something would go wrong, very wrong, and break. But I think, yeah, we're going to see some autonomous vehicles on the road very soon. Yeah. So another thing that I was looking at interesting is this rare iPhone that was designed to look like Tesla's new Cybertruck. I mean, it costs more than $5,000, but Business Insiders is kind of showing I
don't know how it works, but I want one. It looks cool. I don't know. Is it like the, okay, whoa.
Yeah. So it's just like, is a really expensive modified iPhone.
They do them all the time. There's a place in like a Russian.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
It flips out.
Okay, so the screen is covered. That's what I thought, and the back is covered, and then it actually folds out to making a stand for your phone.
Yeah.
To watch shows and to sit up. It is. It's from the same. It's from the thing. So it's from Caviar. And they do some stuff that's like...
Is it Caviar? I don't know. It might be an ad.
No. It's Caviar. See?
Okay.
See, that's Caviar?
Yeah.
No, see, the phone... Go up. The phone... No. Keep going down.
Down?
No. Keep going. There it is. The phone also comes in a premium leather box with Caviar's branding on the inside.
I see it. Yeah.
So here's what happened. So Caviar had been talked about on Unbox Therapy and just recently on Marquez Brown. And the thing is they make like $100,000 of phone with crystals and diamonds and like watches in the device.
Yep.
And this one I think is the only one that actually looks like it would be something that an everyday buyer would buy. Because other ones are like,
I mean, it still costs $5,000.
Okay, so. It's $5,000 for a phone, but this thing like it has a stand and it looks sick.
It does look pretty cool. Also, like there's your screen protector right in there because.
That's true.
It looks like it's got metal on it, so it might be like titanium.
Built-in screen protector. I want that.
Put this in your breast pocket. You take a bullet, you still live. You know how it is. Just
That'd
your
be actually really cool if they
$5,000
could make
phone.
bulletproof phones. I would buy one.
Bulletproof phone, so it literally just like protects a phone like shape on your heart.
Yeah.
And right there.
How'd you
like
live?
Tech.
My iPhone saved me.
That's
why I buy it.
No, okay, that's the only iPhone I would buy.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? But I've actually been thinking about maybe going to iPhone.
What are you talking about?
Just because I'm so upset with my phone and the fact that it was so laggy.
That's not true. You probably just have friends that you want to go over and they want you to iMessage with them. That's
no,
the only reason
honestly,
why.
I don't care about the... Honestly, I really don't care about the iMessage. I don't mind being the green
you're
bubble.
So limited.
My favorite color is green, okay? Well, kind of
Here's
green.
The thing,
but
they put you in a box and they don't let you customize, and you know it.
Okay, yeah, but look at this story that I'm bringing up next. Google Photos says that they accidentally included the videos of other users in data export requests. So you know how the European Union was like, we need to, when you click show me all my data, like you need to give them all your data. Well, Google kind of messed up, and so that when a user would say, okay, send me all my photos and like videos from like Google Photos, it accidentally would send the videos to other people.
That could get
The
pretty bad, pretty inappropriate, depending on what you had on your phone.
Yep.
Because the European Union also tried to force iPhone to do USB Type-C to have one port. That just came out.
Yeah, well, they kind of passed it, so now
Did they pass it?
Yeah.
No way.
There's like 400 to like 50
people.
people.
I can't wait.
So, well, they passed it to start changing it. So I didn't look into it.
But you know how iPhone was like, it would hurt creativity.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut up.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Well, okay.
That
Keep talking. I'm
port
going to
is
quickly
dead.
look up the vote.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how much of a fan I would be. Like, I think Type-C would be amazing, and that having Lightning is just the same as Type-C. It's just the old version. It's kind of like driving a 2010.
Okay, here's the number. 582 votes in favor and 40 against.
Oh gosh.
582 against 40.
Yeah.
So yeah.
To adopt the new rules.
Mm-hmm. And like honestly, Apple did have a point about being like it's gonna somewhat stop innovation of the ports. Mm-hmm. But at the same time,
there's no innovation. Until the original iPhone that I had, the 4 to the 5. From the 5 to now, they haven't changed anything.
Exactly.
So don't say there's innovation. It's the exact same thing.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but there is going to be a problem where like every phone's just going to be like, USB-C, that's what we got to use, right? So
yeah, but now imagine how many people I can charge phones with.
That's the nice thing. But what we need is someone to like universal serial bus. Like we need those people who are in charge of that to start working on like USB type D. Right? Because we've got A, B, C, and D. So, well, not D yet, but yeah, like we do need some innovation.
People will still innovate.
Right.
Like everyone wants faster phones, faster charging,
exactly.
And that's what Type-C does. Because you have Type-C to Type-C. That's what I have on my 45-watt charger that Apple doesn't have, and they only have 15 now.
I can't pull those numbers out from my head.
I can say for myself, the new fast charging iPhone is a 15-watt. And my phone charges at 25 and 45 watt.
It's pretty fast.
I don't know why you want to buy an iPhone for the charging purposes, but if you do,
I mean, hey,
you do. The crazy thing is here's what's gonna blow your mind. If you don't buy the brand new 11 Pro, it doesn't have fast charging, and if you use the wireless charging on the 8, it's actually faster to charge your phone on wireless charging to plug it in because it has 9-volt. And then the iPhone charges on a 5-volt. So if you actually wireless charge your iPhone, it's faster. Not lying.
Wow.
So anybody that has an 8, go wireless charge your phone, and you will have quicker speeds.
Interesting.
That is sad.
Huh.
We're living in a world of 45 watters and 5 watters.
Yep.
Some person actually told me the other day, they go, you think it'll be okay to do wireless charging? I heard it gets your phone hot. Can it explode? And I looked at them and I said, you're fine. Go use a wireless charger. It won't blow up.
I've kind of started using a wireless charger at work, the one that you fixed for me. Yep. But I have to take off my case, and also
it's annoying. Yeah.
I'm powering it with a 1 amp brick, so I'm not really like even fully charging it at fast.
That's why I got rid of it.
So then I was just like, you know what, this is taking so long. Like I need to bring like an actual more powerful brick in to power the wireless charger, and then maybe it might actually be
like
worth
a
it.
45 watt.
Yeah, exactly. But
but yours would cap out at 15.
Probably.
That's what happened.
Yeah. So, but we're OnePlus. We were talking about OnePlus, right? Mm-hmm. And one of another stories that we wanted to talk about is OnePlus design patent shows hidden cameras with a rotating cover. And we've been talking a lot about OnePlus and their hidden cameras, you know?
Yeah, because the other one they did was with technology with the screens and how it would, what's it called? Basically fade the screen.
Yeah, so like an auto dimming glass, basically.
People actually said, I read about this afterwards, they would use it to get better lighting with their phone, which I don't know how it would work, but they'd purposely dim it and then take a photo. So the photo would be darker.
Interesting, like an
ND
filter.
So it wouldn't be so much light.
I mean, I can see that, but
There's like some glare coming down from the sun.
the phone looked clean. Like the McLaren phone looked clean when it wasn't there, but at the same time, it seemed, I don't know, gimmicky. And even this.
So this one, it like rotates, but if it breaks...
Yeah, so it's got like a X. it's got a circle, and then it's got an X in it, kind of like our logo. And then there's cameras that are like left and right. And then what they do is they rotate up and down underneath, like, I guess metal.
So the only problem is if this breaks, you don't have a camera.
Or imagine, oh my goodness, imagine if you got sand in there and then
Imagine
you
it went
rotate
halfway,
and
yeah.
just like
Or glitched and it
slice
just kept
the
rotating
glass.
consistently.
Yeah,
That'd be annoying.
I don't know OnePlus. I mean,
What
it
are
is
you
just a
doing?
patent, so it's not even a concept phone like the McLaren phone. So
Well, McLaren's a real one, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Like there was an actual phone to hold. This one isn't a phone. This is just a patent. So, yeah, I guess we can keep our eyes out on it. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool, unique phone idea from OnePlus.
For sure.
And our last story of today is Montreal man sues Lamborghini dealer over white Hurricane. He says faded to yellow.
Yeah, I think basically we just say about that would be a guy bought a McLaren. It was white.
Lamborghini.
He said, or sorry, Lamborghini, and he said it went yellow.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just people complaining about their cars.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know.
yep. Just yeah, that's because we kind of talked about Lamborghini. Oh wait, it was Lamborghini with the Alexa. Yep. So yeah,
I guess that's the end to,
episode 5.
yeah.
I mean,
Holy smokes, we made it.
we did make it. I finished my coffee. I want more.
We're next episode, we're going to go to two hands.
2 hands.
Two
Okay.
hands.
Yeah, that's
2
true.
bros, 2 hands, 2 cups.
2 cups, 2 coffees.
Yeah.
Well, we could do 2 coffees.
2 boys. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just 2 of everything.
2 of everything. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be we should be here next week, hopefully.
We'll be here next week. Maybe we'll have a guest. Don't know.
Exactly.
Let us know if you're against us having a guest or you want us to have a guest. Message us on Instagram. It's Jason C. Shaw or Grant
Yep.
with a G. What? How do you spell your Instagram?
It's at THE_GRAI.
Or 2 bros in a coffee shop.
Just go to the 2 Bros in a Coffee Shop Instagram. I've got that on my phone. So,
Yeah.
and then we've also got our website at 2brosinAcoffeeshop.com, where you can find some of the links for the episodes.
All the platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, you name it.
Exactly.
We're on there. And our stories we will have in the bottom part of the website, not in the link.
Yes.
But we will have all the links below in the YouTube.
Yes, all the links are always in the YouTube. Always in the YouTube.
Well, thank you for joining us.
And we hope you have a good week.
Adios,
Peace out.
amigos.